Good morning. It is 7:12 a.m. on Saturday, April 18th, 2020. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, I have completed my week where I had to go into work and work on the stuff that I was doing, the important testing, which had some issues. So there was some frustration, certainly, over the course of the week. We got a lot done. I mean, it didn't all go the way we wanted, but we powered through, managed to accomplish a lot regardless. And so I'm glad to be done. A week where I had to be on my feet mostly, in clean room environment, wearing an N95 mask on my face. Not the most fun, for sure. Um, I mean, there's parts of me that actually do miss going into the office in a normal way in terms of sitting at my desk and being free to, talk to other people and, that sort of thing. You know, that part I could miss, but the part of being back in the area, wearing a mask, doing tests that aren't going great, you know. And I should add, too, when I talk about tests not going great, literally all I'm talking about is things taking longer than I want them to, which means that, things are just prolonged. I shouldn't get into too much detail about that, except just to say, like, at a certain point, it's kind of like, well, you want it to go a certain way and it doesn't, but that doesn't mean the job's done, right? So you just kind of keep going. And so, yeah, here we are. It snowed overnight, still snowing right now, actually, as we speak. I just posted a moment ago a short little video of Rocket walking around in the springtime snow. He did great while I was, while I was doing all that. And then last night had an accident again on the same spot, on this same rug that I have by the door, because I suspect he is just sort of. See, the thing is, I know for a fact now that he has gone extended periods without needing to go, and that accident was had only like an hour after he had already been out. So I knew it's not like he just had to go that bad. But we had been playing, so I have to take into account that element of it. And then also, he was a little less attended, so have to not relax my guard quite as much. And also, it might be that I just have to get rid of that rug because, I've been trying to use the enzyme cleaner on it to, make it not smell like a spot that's okay to pee, but the last 3 accidents have all been in that same spot. So, anyway, that needs to be me taking care of that. But by and large, he's doing very well with all of that. And he's a very good boy. I've got him over there chewing on a chewy treat right now. I could point the camera, I suppose. Say hello to everybody, Rocket. Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. You are a good boy. So I am very glad, though, that it's the weekend. Last night I watched The Graduate, which is the first time in a while that I had actually watched it all the way through. I had seen it before. I watched it because it's one of the next movies on the AFI list. It's interesting. There are a lot of things about it that I didn't remember. I remember the broad strokes of the plot, of course, and many of the more iconic shots and so on. But there was a lot that I didn't remember about some of just the tricks of cinematic storytelling that it employs, like sort of a montage of Benjamin sort of wandering in a daze through the various areas in his life. Like, we'll see him, sunbathing in the swimming pool, then we'll see him kind of, get up and walk inside, but in a little bit of a camera trick, it seems as though when he walks inside, all of a sudden now he's actually in Mrs. Robinson's room, and then he'll lay down, and then we'll see him actually laying down in his own bedroom and stuff like that, but using camera tricks to try to make it look kind of seamless. And, like some of that stuff's pretty cool. And, it's definitely a really well made movie with a nuanced story. And, I think it's possible to feel all sorts of different emotions about Benjamin as a character and what his deal is and how sympathetic we ought to be with his problems. Um, and yeah, I think it's very complicated, but it does nail a real sort of personal social phenomena, and that's cool. So it's a good movie. Christiana endorses The Graduate. Anyway, I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. It will, of course, be Sunday, where we'll be talking about episode 3 of The Legend of Korra on our cartoon rewatch. If you are curious, The Legend of Korra is available to stream on the CBS All Access streaming service. And in the meantime, I'll leave it there. Talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.